Hello everybody, finalKenpachi here. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends Fusion reveal video. We are getting new fusion guys on the June 5, and this fusion going to be from the Dwarf faction, and it's going to be classic fusion guys. I know classic fusion a little bit harder than fragment compared to the fragment, but before I show you guys this fusion skill kit, I personally like this fusion. I believe this fusion going to help us on the hard faction war, going to help us on the event dungeon, upcoming event dungeon, especially upcoming event dungeon. I'm thinking guys, maybe in the arena as well. He's a potential obviously, but he's a DPS champion, so we don't know before the scene his multiplier. But here is the fusion champion skill kit. His legendary champion, dwarf faction, force affinity, and the attack type. DPS champion we are facing, but I feel like he's a more than DPS guys. Okay, let's take a look at his A1 skill first. A1 skill is the attackal enemies. I love attackal enemies. A1 skill, they are my favorite. So you can always use stun set, day set, provoke set, blah blah set on this kind of champion. Again, if you don't have a specific debuff condition for the hard faction war, this part can help you. But let's read it first. Attackal enemies before attacking has 25% chance to place a weaken debuff for 2 turns. Has 50% chance to place a weaken debuff for 2 turns if the target from the corrupted aliens, a boss, or a minion. This effect cannot be resisted by the enemies from the corrupted, bosses, or their minion. And grant extra turn if this weaken debuff was placed on the all enemy by this skill. Your chance is going to be increased 50% against the normal enemies and 75% against a corrupted aliens, a boss, or their minion. So guys, for the hard faction war, we are going to face the bosses. They are going to have a minion as well. So this ability over there, not only A1 skill guys, his A2 and A3 we are getting there. Same for the passive skill. He's going to give us benefit. And from this A1 skill, which is attackal enemy, if you manage to place a weaken debuff on everybody on the field, then he's going to get extra turn. So why I'm thinking it's going to be good on the faction war and the event dungeon. Faction war I just explained actually. We are going to face the bosses. He's a 1 skill attackal enemy as well, right? So you can use the CC gear on him. Can work. But guys, let's take a look at the corrupted aliens real quickly before we jump to the rest of his skill kit. So corrupted aliens is one of the most powerful aliens in the game, which is a demon spawn, undead hordes, dark elf, and the night revenant. Especially undead demon and the night revenant are very strong on the arena wise as well. But the demon spawn, we are going to get a new mythical champion on the demon spawn, and this mythical champion is from the event dungeon boss. So when we start farming the new event dungeon, which is coming soon, we are going to face this later. And this fusion champion has potential against that lady. Again, we still don't know lots of the stuff. We know her kids, boss kit I mean. But I believe this champion going to have a special role on the event dungeon. So because of that, I don't recommend that you guys skip this fusion. And the A2 ability. Attack one enemy twice. Each hit will ignore 25% of the target defense. Cool. If the target from the corrupted aliens, a boss, or the minion, each hit will ignore 50% of the target defense instead. We are not done yet. Each hit also decreases the target defense by 5%, stack to 25%. Each hit also increases the champion attack by 5%, stack to 50%. He's going to attack twice, so each hit going to be already decrease the target attack by 10% from the first hit, and increase his attack by the 10% guys. This skill going to be a 3 turn cooldown after you book him. So very good A2 ability. Ignore defense is the most powerful skills on this game, especially for the arena part. And further increased defense is the most powerful, one of the most powerful factions in the game. Is going to be the ignore their 50% defense. That will be cool. If the target from the boss or the minion, again, he's going to be ignore 50% defense as well. A3 ability, attack all enemy twice. Count me in. I love the skills attack all enemy and the twice starting like that. You know, I love the skills already. Very strong abilities, guys. Before attacking, place increase attack buff on this champion by 2 turns. So he's bringing his self buff. You don't have to worry about it, you know. That's a good thing. For each crit attack he land from the first hit, increase the damage dealt on the second hit by 10%. Will also ignore unkillable and the shield buff. And this skill also going to be a 3 turn cooldown after you book. A2 skill has a 3 turn cooldown. A3 skill also have a 3 turn cooldown after you book, guys. Okay. And good thing about this skill, he's bringing his own increased attack buff, so we don't have to bring increased attack champion. You know, we can still use this champion along with increased attack champion. Second part, if we manage to do, let's say we are using him on the dungeon. Okay, there is a 5 enemies on the dungeon, and let's say there is no weak attack or stuff like that. He managed to crit attack every single enemies from the first hit. So second hit going to be a 50% ignore, my bad, 50% increase damage, and he's going to be attacked twice. So first attack going to boost his second damage, guys. Okay, and his passive skill, activate the demon breaker, which is his A1 skill, attack all enemy every 5th turn this champion takes. So every 5 times he got a turn, he's going to use the A1 skill. If you manage to land the weaken debuff on the every single enemies from that passive skill, I'm not sure he's going to get an extra turn. I think it's going to be worth like that. So every 5th turn is going to get he's going to use the A1 skill, and there's a chance it can be triggered the extra turn effect. So that can be nice domino effect. Okay. Can be very good for the Hydra as well, actually, guys, this champion, I'm telling you. Because we need the weaken. You know, decrease defense usually covered by the champion like Ugo. But the weaken is, we don't have too much alternative there on the weaken debuff. So, and the second part is very important. Passive skill second part. Enemies from the corrupted aliens, bosses, and the minion cannot land crit attack on this champion. His attack type is going to be squishy because of that. But this passive skill second part maybe can help him to survive a little bit longer. So, because especially for the event dungeon boss, at least we know the boss. We don't know the minion yet. But the boss from the demon spawn. So boss is not going to attack crit on this champion. So maybe it can help him to survive easier. I don't know. We will see. And his aura, guys, increase ally attack in the all battle by 30%. So all battle auras are good. They're also working on the siege. We are taking them. And that was it. It's going to be classic fusion starting on the June 5. Let me know what you guys thinking about this champion. I personally like him a lot. And I was actually asking a DPS champion can help me on the hard faction mode. And looks like I got my DPS champion for the dwarf faction. Against the dwarf faction, guys, maybe you guys have a Trunda, maybe you guys have a like Arnor, stuff like that. You know, they can help you a lot. But I don't have them. So I will take them. Just for the faction mode, I will still go for this champion. Okay. But I believe, like I mentioned multiple times, this champion has a huge potential for the event dungeon. We don't know how difficult is that going to be yet, but the event dungeon boss from Demon Spawn, and he's a loss of the mechanic against the bosses in general or their minion in general, but also from the corrupted aliens, and again boss from the corrupted aliens. My thoughts about him, I will go. I also recommend you guys go for it. Let me know what you guys thinking about him again on the below to the comment section. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Catch you guys on the another video. Bye bye.